anyway, when we were there in the Cuba, we had a hard time getting home due to the airline strikes. And after I got home, I found a towel from the hotel in my suitcase. I threw everything in the suitcase in a rush to get home. My dad died just when we were getting to know each other, talking and sharing a laugh together. But you know, I can't figure this one out. Everyone at the funeral was crying except me. I've never been able to figure out why I couldn't shed tears, because, I mean, even now I cry at looking at the sad movies. It's strange. I just thought, I suppose everybody cries, but maybe it's not so. Who knows? It was hard for Ma when her Chucky died. My Ma was always the boss, and my dad was the patata, the big potato. Just easy going, and whatever Ma wanted, that was fine with him. So then, Ma came to live with us. And here's Ralphie, 23 years old. He's got me, 27 years old. Tommy is 8 years old. Sally is 4 years old. My Ma and the two beagles. Talk about a ready-made family. We always had two dogs, though. First it was Nellie, then we had the beagle, and then Mr. and Mrs., we called them, there was a male and a female, they were beagles. We called them Mr. and Mrs., and later another Nellie the Dalmatian. And she had 8 puppies, and we kept one that we called Freddie. I always felt the kids should grow up with dogs. They learn a lot from dogs. We had litters of beagles that sold at $35 for the males and $25 for the females. The puppies were born in the basement, and it was so much fun for the kids to take care of them and watch them grow. And the Dalmatians were born all white. Now here comes out these little white rats, and I thought, oh my God, how are we ever gonna sell these things? And then, bingo, 7 weeks later, to the day, all in one day, all the black spots came out, all at once. We never got over being surprised. It was just like a miracle. Well, no one ever told me, but what did we know about dogs? We didn't know nothing except to treat them nice. Our beagle Nellie got run over when we were on vacation. Our milkman saw her by the side of the road, and he buried her close to Jardines. And then he went and told Ma, and he even brought back her collar. But Ma made him take her there. He drove her there, and he dug up Nellie again, just to be sure that it was our dog. What do you think? How good of a friend can you have in Willie Monsky, the milkman? Unbelievable. One day, Mr., the beagle, jumped the back fence and choked himself. Oh my God. Ralph and Tom buried him in the backyard, and Tom cried and cried. And our neighbor, Willie Mager, who was a policeman, said to Tom, I hear you choked your dog to death. Now, wasn't that cruel? God, it hurt me, and it really hurt Tom. And I bet he has never forgiven Willie for saying that. I sure haven't. I thought, oh, God, I can't believe this, that this man would say something like that to a little kid. So anyway, when we lived in the Central Avenue house, the Dalmatian Nellie and her pup Freddie were outside in the pen. And we had a wire fence there. It was a high fence around it. And Ralph and Glenn Cosmatine were talking. And Glenn had his elbow on the fence, and then he reached over with his other hand, and I don't know if he patted Ralph or gave him a shove. You know, it was a friendly thing. Nellie jumped up on the fence and bit Glenn's bottom lip off. Can you imagine? What a tragedy. luckily, Ralph screamed and hollered, bring a towel, and, I'm running looking for the cleanest thing. For God's sakes, just get out there. Luckily, there was a famous plastic surgeon at the hospital. Now, she was in the hall. She was just stopped in. She was going on a vacation. But she stayed and did the lip. She made a new one from the inside of his mouth. And I kissed Glenn many a time. And I definitely cannot tell the difference. He's got a sweet kiss. We had to put Nellie down, and we were all crying. Oh, my God. I don't know if she was protecting her pup. I think she was protecting Ralph. Thought that he was hitting Ralph or something. But we couldn't take a chance that she would bite another person. The Dalmatians are a one-person dog. And she may have been... She had to be protecting Ralph because he was her favorite. And then our company insurance was going to take care of Glenn, and they did take care of all the bills, but he was going to sue for a little bit more. And Ralph says, go ahead if you want to sue. That's what the insurance is there for, And they were going to give him, I don't know what, $10,000, I think. And then he went and sued, and then I don't know what happened, but he only got $5,000. Oy. See, sometimes it's not wise. Sometimes it's wise just to take the first officer that comes along. You never know.